Hello, my name is Kyle.
And my name is Ryan.
And when our powers combine, we form Experience Grind Podcast, the only podcast recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the only podcast in existence in the entire known universe.
That's true. That sounds right.
I feel like there was a cease and desist letter. Some kind of stern warning or slap on the wrist.
It wasn't cease and desist, but they're like, hey guys, so this is how you really get a Guinness World Record. Oh, that was a fun time. So, in case you didn't hear, we're also joined by a third guest today. Please introduce yourself, guest.
Hello, everybody. I'm Alex.
Yes, this is our friend Alex. Those of you who play Overwatch with us on the PS4 will be very familiar with Alex.
Hey, squad.
Oh, she gives the squad out. Heroes never die.
Heroes never die.
That's right. So, with that, also a little turn of phrase. Spoiler, we're going to be talking about Overwatch today for you idiots who can't read title cards and don't know going into this episode what it's about.
And we assume most of our listeners are idiots.
Yeah, that's why they listen to podcasts and not
turn
read
them all
books.
Off right
Why
now.
do you guys listen to this?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know either, Alex. We ask that question every day.
If you stop, we get
You
to
like
stop.
it.
Like, that's all I'm saying.
No, but we're very glad to have Alex here because Ryan and I enjoy Overwatch, but I feel like Alex gets Overwatch.
I play a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
You really do play a lot more than me.
Yeah, I didn't even understand the segue you set up. The heroes never die.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that's from.
That's
so
Mercy.
I'm glad we're talking about
Mercy.
this
That's
episode. Is
the
it?
Your
Mercy
guardian
ult
angel.
when she
Yeah.
brings you back to life.
Yeah. Phoenix down.
Okay.
Yeah, Phoenix down. That's a good reference.
That is
Thank
pretty
you.
good. I still did not know that's what she said. So that's how little I know going into this one. Frame of reference.
Glad
Okay.
to have you along for the ride.
Yes, thank you. I'm hoping to learn a lot today.
So we're going to be talking about Overwatch, and I think I sent both of you my idea for the question this week. So it was about babysitters, because it's Overwatch, get it? And it was really dumb, I know.
That's fine. I
But-
Mercy main a lot, and I
Oh,
feel
wait,
like
no,
I
no, no, no,
babysit.
no.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Explain this joke.
All right, so a baby.
'Cause I actually
a
didn't get it
babysitter
when I read it
overwatches children. They're taking care of them. They're watching over them. It's a babysitter. That's what their job is.
And that's it?
That's really it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. It's
gold.
Yeah, I didn't say it was great.
All right.
But it's what I had.
Let's do it. Let's talk about...
So I didn't know if you guys had any, like, babysitting stories. We were all children at one point. We were babysitters. Alex, you are female, so I know that generally...
Boo.
Well, I'm just saying...
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Well, don't...
What are you doing?
Because
You could've-
usually girls are babysitters when they're younger. I didn't know.
Not
if-
this girl.
Okay, that was my first question. I didn't know if you had ever been a babysitter.
However, to help you out here and redeem this situation, I did have a younger sister who's 7 years younger than me, so I do have a story in my pocket.
See,
I don't know.
that's all
I don't know if
matters.
it's funny. I don't know if it's quippy like you wanted it to be, but I do have a story.
It's a story,
for when
that's
it's
all
my
that
turn.
matters.
There we go.
Well, I say let's start with Ryan because he's laughing and he has no idea.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Rye.
I wasn't even able to think. Kyle pointing out genders and gender roles.
Well, it's not gender roles, but generally girls when they're younger are babysitters. I don't think that's in any way derogatory, but all my babysitters when I was younger were like teenage girls.
Sure. Yeah. I was a babysitter once. I babysat 3 kids. We were in the city at the time. Like, I had to go to the city. And the kids got out, and we had to chase them down.
What city was this?
It was New York, I think, right?
In New York?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So you're like Kimmy Schmidt?
Yeah, pretty much. And the kids got out. One of them
Out of the yard?
went to,
Out
like,
of
a
the home?
machanic that was dressed like Thor.
Oh.
And it
This
was...
is Adventures in Babysitting. I get this reference now.
No, I
I
have
see
no
what we're doing.
babysitting stories. This question's dumb. Next.
So wait, you're older than your younger sister who's in town visiting. Did you never have to watch her as a child? Were you never put in charge of things?
When we were both left alone, it was like at the age that we were both responsible enough for ourselves. Like, we never were like, you need to watch her or we're gonna make that didn't happen. We either had babysitters or we were both left on our own.
I know, but
responsible.
all your babysitters were just blah.
Yeah, I really have no memorable story. None.
I got
I had
robbed by a
babysitters.
babysitter.
You got robbed?
Yeah.
So this is why you come to the table with questions.
Yeah, well, I got stuff.
With a good story.
I was
It's
like
a good
5,
story.
and,
He's like, catch up, guys, catch up.
Was the robber a male?
No.
Because most robbers are usually male. So
She
you
would.
just assume.
It was a girl, and she would invite her boyfriend over, and I'm pretty sure they used to bone on my mom's bed.
Oh yeah.
But
That's
then
classy.
she broke into my piggy bank and robbed like the $5 I had as a 5-year-old.
How old was this woman?
She was late teens, early 20s. I was like 5. I used to watch the Ninja Turtles cartoon. But
Was it all change inside?
No, there were a couple. There was like a dollar bill.
So there were bills. Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, how desperate is she if she's grabbing $5 worth of like pennies?
But I mean, I was like 5. I didn't have much, and
Yeah.
she stole it from my piggy bank. And it wasn't one of those ones where you can like pop the thing off. She like broke it and stole my money, and my mom was really pissed.
I was gonna ask what mom said.
Oh yeah, she fucking fired her ass and chewed her
Did
ass.
you get the money back?
No, of course not.
He got this epic story.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess so.
I also,
I prefer the $5. But
I had to babysit my sister a lot. We got the cops called on us once because we were chasing each other around the front yard with kitchen knives.
I was waiting for it to be something violent.
Wow.
And then I also
Bedford, Indiana. Bedford.
I hooked up the hedge trimmer, and
Oh,
I was
no.
chasing her around with those, like very Beavis and Butthead-esque.
That's
See,
terrifying.
you guys
Yeah.
just weren't smart. Like, I feel like
No.
I chased Casey around like power drills and stuff too, but you do it in private.
No, we
You
did
don't
it out
do
in the
it
front
in the
yard.
front yard.
And then the cops showed up, and we hid in the house and didn't answer. But that's those are really my 2 babysitter stories.
And that's it. They just knocked a few times and they're like, oh, I guess they're not here. And
Yeah,
left.
I mean, I don't think they really
I guess
cared.
they killed each other.
They were
Yeah,
just
it's-
kind of like showing up to be like, well, some fucking neighbor called the cops. Let's go see what's happening. So,
Well,
it
great
was-
police work.
Again, as Alex pointed out, it was Bedford, Indiana. A lot of things can slip
Streets
through the
are
cracks.
lawless.
Yeah, there's a lot of methamphetamine problem there.
I believe it.
So what about you, Alex?
So, as I said, my sister was 7 years younger than me, so I got my fair share of babysitting with her. Although, as with Ryan, I mean, my generation, my parents just kind of left us to our own devices. Probably more than they should have, or sooner than they should have, you know? But, so it was just kind of a you do your own thing.
Yeah.
But my little sister did try to keep an eye on her, and she's kind of the wild card of the family.
Okay.
She cannot be tamed, pretty much. And so she used to be so wild, and like in front of people she would be so sweet and just like such a nice, smart, intelligent little girl, and then behind closed doors to me she was evil. And it sucked because like I'm the older sister, I'm supposed to be the one in control, you know, but she just owned me all the time. So I used to call her Smeagol because she had the 2 sides of her personality. And she hated it. All I had to do whenever she would like be mean to me was call her Smeagol, and she would fly into a rage. And just
Really?
like, yeah, it would just, to this day, if I say it, she like gets really pissed
That's
at me.
amazing.
She's like, don't call me that. So yeah, that's my babysitting story.
So what else would she do? Would she like?
She did some evil things to me as a kid. Like
Yeah?
she was the baby, so she was able to like twist my parents around her little finger, and she would come to them and say, you know, like something generic, like Alex hit me, and then I would get in trouble.
Of course.
And then she would get like pampered and, you know, get dessert or get like, you know, taken out for whatever, ice cream or something. And then I would get in trouble. So she would like lie all the time. She would take my stuff. Yeah. She was a demon. She had a demon in her.
So she's
And her
the
name's
worst.
Deanna, so I joke around with her. I'm like, demon. You know, Deanna. Okay, anyway.
I get it. So
Is she still a demon?
She's still quite mean to me. Yes,
Oh.
let the record show.
Oh man! And you're gonna just go ahead and put it out there too. I like it.
Show.
I'm 26 years old, and my little sister is mean to me.
What about you, Ryan? Is your sister still mean to you?
No.
You guys are getting along?
No, but it was kind of a similar situation. She was the younger one, and she was the baby, and I got blamed for a lot of stuff I didn't do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she even laughs to this day about getting away with everything.
They're
She's
not
like, Mom
sorry.
was stupid. She believed me. I'm like,
Yeah,
"That's, you
they're
know,
not
great."
sorry. You expect
Yeah.
them to like grow up and like to seek justice and then be like, I'm sorry for all those terrible things like I did to
Yeah.
you.
No humility.
No pity.
Nope.
Yeah, my sister was the same way.
But she's not mean anymore.
Well,
She
mine's
goes,
still a
"She's not
teenager,
mean."
so I have hope that once she hits her 20s,
wow.
yeah.
Teenager, like
And she's cooler than me
19,
and prettier
18?
than me.
She's cool.
How dare
Oh,
she?
I highly doubt that, Alex.
How dare she?
I highly doubt that.
Thanks, Kyle.
Cooler in like what way? Like she
You
has
know,
more
like
friends.
yeah,
or-
she's
yeah.
she's a social butterfly.
Okay.
She's an
Friends do not
yeah,
make
an
a coolness
extrovert.
word.
Yeah, she hangs with the quote unquote cool crowd.
Oh, those people are the worst.
Overrated, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If
I wouldn't know.
oh Ryan,
That's a joke.
you would know. I know it's a good joke. So
That's joke number 3 if
So-
you've been counting this episode. I made
had
3 so far.
I had our opening question set up I don't have a bumper segue. Do you guys?
It's the victory music.
Okay,
From
so
Overwatch.
all right.
The play of the game music. Right?
I like it. That's what I was hoping for. Let's do it.
I think it's the most iconic stuff.
So
right?
I think at the end of this episode, we should figure out who had play of the podcast as well.
All right, I like
brilliant.
it.
Okay.
I like it.
More editing work for Hartman.
Yeah, who cares?
But it's brilliant.
That's what he's paid for. All right, so here is the theme you hear when you win in Overwatch, such as escorting the payload. And we'll be right back. All right, and we're back, everybody. That was the victory music, so we obviously won that round. Mm-hmm. So this game is broken up into rounds, correct? And there's different game types. So let's break that down. You have like a capture the point style, and so there's also escort the payload, where you also have to capture the point first, right?
Right. So there are 2 game types. You have 6 players on each team. And you have, with the payload capture, you first have to capture the point, and then you escort the payload to the end of the map. And then you also have 2 CP maps where you have to capture a point, and then you go to the next point and capture the point again.
So there's 2 of those.
Yep,
and
2 CP. Yeah.
So
those are the 2 main game types. In addition to that, you have an arcade mode where you have things like, you can just do versus, elimination, kind of like deathmatch and COD and stuff like that. And then you also have, your specialty things like capture the flag, which everyone loves.
Yeah. And I like the 3v3 and elimination. That has moved into my favorite game type, I feel.
I love the elimination.
Yeah.
If you want to take the thrill to the next level, you should go the 1v1 where you're versing someone else playing the exact same character.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was on
So
there.
it's a random. Oh yeah, it's they have it every now and then. I don't know if they have it in the arcade lately.
Okay.
But if you ever see it pop up there, I don't know, it gets my blood racing. It's really
Gets your
thrilling.
goat?
Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, I don't always win, so it's good to be challenged by other players.
I would like to say I always enjoy when we play together when we have Alex on the team, because I feel Alex is a good carrier.
Oh, thank you.
Especially when you're playing Farah?
Farah. Yeah, Farah's my carrier. As soon as I see the team not making the picks, I switch to Farah. Yeah.
So explain Farah to us.
That's no shade, no shade.
Let's get into that.
Oh, no, it's interesting. I'm going to keep an eye out for when she switches to Farah from now on.
Oh, yeah.
I'll notice.
So Overwatch is...
You guys are sucking.
Yeah.
It's a class-based game. So each character has a strength and a weakness.
Definitely.
It's very similar to Team Fortress, but on steroids, because there are way more characters.
A lot more characters and a lot of different abilities. Although, to
Yeah.
be fair, I never played Team Fortress, and this is my first.
I have played both, and I like Overwatch a lot more.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious how it compares, because this is actually my first big game like this. I've avoided them in the past, Warcraft.
Well, you could not have picked a
Team
better
Fortress.
one. I think Blizzard does a fantastic job at this. So
Yeah. Well, they pulled me in with that very first trailer for the game, and I was like, I gotta check this out. This is a movie I would watch. I will definitely play this game.
They definitely are putting Pixar on blast with some of these movies.
Yeah, the
Blizzard
animated
has
shorts.
always been great about cinematics.
All their cinematics, in the Diablo universe.
Yeah.
I don't even play World of Warcraft, but I've watched some of the in-game movies.
Yeah.
That shit, it goes crazy,
Warcraft
man.
3, the RTS, they even put out DVDs of just their cinematics.
Really?
They were so quality and in demand. Yeah, and
They
were
do
able
good
to
work.
sell a 10-minute intro scene.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would, if they eventually do a compilation of all their shorts they've done, I would buy that.
I think they would. I mean, although they all are available on YouTube. That's where I watched all of them.
They're good, right?
They are really good. What is your favorite one?
Okay, so this is telling of who, despite all my mains, or I'm a flex player, so despite all my mains, I like the Bastion one the best.
Man, the Bastion one is really good.
It's heavy. It's
Yeah,
so good.
yeah.
It's heavy.
Have you seen
a lot
any
of their
of these,
shorts are
Ryan?
heavy.
No, these
Okay.
animated shorts. No, I've not seen any of them.
If you haven't seen them,
You really
go
should.
check them out.
Because they're like 10 minutes long, I think. They're really quick, really easy to digest.
Do
but-
they each focus on one specific character?
And sometimes other characters are in there.
Yeah, the other characters cameo as well, but it tells a little bit more about the story. I'm iffy on the timeline, to be honest. Like I follow Overwatch, but the timeline, these things happen.
I think I like the Widowmaker one the best.
Where she assassinates
that dude, and then Tracer also shows up, and they get into like this big cool fight on the London rooftops. The Winston one is also really good. It shows off Reaper. Usually there's always like one of the antagonists is showing up, and they kind of have a part to play too.
Yep.
Okay.
Talon versus Overwatch.
So Talon is the bad guys.
Talon is the bad guys.
Yes.
Yeah. And there are a lot of characters in you have the obviously good, the obviously bad, and then your more gray area characters that the questionable.
I know the
allegiance
obviously
kind of thing.
good and the obviously bad. So
I
who are
don't
some
know
of the grays.
I don't even know if I know the obviously good. I guess Mercy would be good because Angel.
Right.
And then
So you have like Mercy, Reinhardt, Torbjorn,
Reaper bad
Winston,
because
Tracer.
Reaper's actually the
sounds-
leader of Talon, or he's like one of the higher rankings of Talon.
Yeah, so I don't know how that will work now that we're introducing a new character, which is everyone's really excited about. So
Because I think he's actually ranks higher than Reaper.
I would say so. I don't know though. I don't know. We'll see what they do here with it.
But like,
with the
so
storyline.
like people like Junkrat and Roadhog, they're kind of neutral, right?
I would say they're chaotic evil, and they just do their own thing.
Sure.
They don't really have an allegiance to Talon. They're just kind of chaos in general.
So Talon would maybe kind of use them, but they don't.
Yeah,
really
I don't know.
support it.
Right, and I don't know that they've had their own short yet. I think they've
I don't
just
think
been
they
in some
have,
comics.
Yeah. Well, I definitely know Junkrat hasn't, because obviously I would have watched that one if he had. Cause
Yeah, I think they've had
spoiler
some
alert,
comics.
Junkrat is my favorite and my main. But
what is there like a database or a site where you can see like who's good and who's bad? Or are you kind of inferring from the shorts as you go?
kind of both, and
Like, how do
also
you-
their
how
character
do you
art
know?
styles. Because if you see Reaper, you know he's not a good guy, just based
Well,
on
it
like.
depends on the skin.
Sure. But
Yeah, I
default
would say
Reaper-
it's more of an inference and from the shorts. Like
Yeah.
if these
They're-
characters
so
are
this-
aligned,
The shorts do influence it.
Like,
though.
you
It's not
have-
just,
for-
that guy looks evil. He's evil.
right?
Okay.
So like for the evil side, you have Reaper, Widowmaker, obviously Doomfist, Sombra, and then there's some gray
Sombra
area
is
characters
evil.
like Hanzo.
But
Yes.
she has white armor. I would have kind of picked her for more of the good side.
No, she's aligned with Talon.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. See, I never knew that. I think that would be cool, like, when you pick the characters, if it shows you if they're Overwatch or Talon. That would be a nice little touch, but what do I know? I don't make this multi-billion-dollar game.
Yeah, and then you have those characters that are kind of in the gray area,
Yeah.
like Hanzo and Symmetra. So like, what would you do with them if they're kind of in the middle there? Or Bastion. Obviously, he's a gray area character.
So, like, I know Widowmaker, man, and this is all vague, just stuff, and Alex can refine me. I know Widowmaker is only bad because she was captured and tortured by Talon, right?
Right. So she's the classic story of I forget the specifics on this. Her husband was some high-ranking gentleman in Overwatch or something, and then they captured her and brainwashed her and turned her evil, essentially,
And they also
like mind control style.
Changed her skin color. Purple.
Right. It would appear that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I know, Ryan. Now you're confused, so start asking questions.
Okay, so she's a human who has just purple skin?
Now, apparently, yes. Because she was kidnapped and tortured and brainwashed.
I wouldn't say that Widowmaker is someone that I'm super,
Super
up on
knowing.
the.
Yeah. Fair
exactly.
enough.
I like that less than if it was just another species.
Are there other species in the game, though? They're all human
I mean,
outside
you
of
have
Bastion.
sentient gorillas,
Yeah. I
and
think-
what is Orisa?
Genetically
True.
modified gorillas. Yeah.
True.
She's
Right?
a Omnic, which
so
is the
that's
robot
a
thing.
different. Is that a species?
That's like Bastion. She's like a intelligent robot.
They're not the
AI.
same though, right?
I think so, right?
Are they the same species?
So the
or-
story of Overwatch
Let's
is
get
that.
it. Start
Okay.
with this, Alex. Explain to us.
Again, this
Maybe
is why
maybe we should have done
Alex.
an outline.
Yeah, sure. Now we're doing it now, and then we'll get into it.
So the backstory of Overwatch is you have human civilization who created these robots. It's a very classic, like Battlestar Galactica style story. They created these robots, and then the robots are then servile. That would be the Omnics, as they're called.
Okay.
Orisa, Bastion, that type of thing.
Okay, so all right.
Yes, so they are servile, and then eventually the robots rebel, as it goes, and they start fighting against the humans. So then Overwatch is formed to combat against the evil Omnics. And I think there are some good Omnics and bad Omnics kind of thing.
Okay.
It has something to do with factories.
Have
One factory
we've
makes
not
good Omnics.
seen bad Omnixes yet, though, right?
Well, Bastion used to be a quote-unquote bad.
okay.
Now he's good.
Okay, so he's K2SO. Star Wars Rogue
Yes.
One, the robot.
She also
I never
brought
saw
up
Rogue One,
Battlestar Galactica. I prefer to refer to it as the Matrix, where the machines revolt against humanity.
Don't start with me.
But yeah, be in Kyle's corner.
But anyway,
on that one.
so yeah, then
I'm
that's
not
where
usually.
Overwatch comes in, and that's where there are finer points here. We could probably get really worked up
Yes.
into
Yeah,
all
of
of the
course.
storyline, but
No, that's cool.
If you
That
wanna get back to the
answers my
gameplay.
question about the Omnixes and kind of their
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah,
So we only have
exactly.
the two Omnics, though, right? Which is Bastion and Orisa.
right. And Orisa is like a Defender series Omnic.
Or she is, to break it down, is a tank, right?
Yeah, she's a tank. Yeah.
So there are I saw your notes. You had 4 subclasses.
Yep. So there are 4 subclasses. Like a lot of games, you have assault, defense, tank, and support. And then
Okay.
within that, now there are 5 or 6, working on 7 of each type that you can choose from. So there are a ton of heroes who each have their own different abilities and, like Kyle was saying, strengths and weaknesses. A lot of different stuff you can do. This game is so focused on teamwork and making a good team comp too.
What I love about it is that it is
Accomplish
focused
what
on
you're trying to do.
teamwork, but it's individuality. So like, there's a play style for everybody,
Definitely,
which
yeah.
will benefit to the team if you're playing it.
And you have to
correctly.
get creative on how
Yeah.
to maximize all your teammates' strengths and work together to make those strengths, really make sense. Like,
The combinations between the different players.
Exactly.
Right.
So you're weak against this character, but another person on your team is stronger against them. So you'll buddy up with them in case you run into the counter on the other team. They can help you, and you're helping them. It's like it pushes teamwork. And if you're trying to go lone wolf, it's not going to work out.
you're
for
going to
you.
run in there and you're going to
Yeah.
get sniped every time. You're going to get picked off really quickly.
Yes, especially one thing I noticed. I just recently got up to the competitive level on the PS4 with us. Is that's a whole different ball game. Like,
Yes. You can't dork around.
No.
You can't talk about your Netflix queues while you're trying to play a competitive game.
You're fucking going in there, and you better be ready to throw down because you're gonna get destroyed.
Oh, was I talking about my Netflix queue at one point?
No, it wasn't you.
Okay.
Someone else. I don't
I thought
remember.
for sure it was me.
No.
I think it
I'm
was
just kidding.
Sean, maybe calling you out, Sean. From
Sorry,
Thursday.
Sean.
Yeah, we don't care about that. We're trying to compete, damn it. I'm also blaming you for that game that we lost. Yeah.
We're not blaming you. We're not blaming you. No, but I am a competitive person. I love to play Overwatch for fun, but if I'm in competitive play, I do get a little more serious.
You did.
Yeah.
Like, it was a cool, I noticed that switch. Like, once we were in there, you're like, all right, guys, so come on, let's get it going. Here we go. We're going to get this one. And I was like, fuck yeah, Alex, let's fucking get this shit.
Yeah.
I was with you. I don't think we had the support of everybody in that competitive game, though.
Yeah,
So,
well, it happens.
it happens. It does happen.
It always shocks me at our level of the ELO right now. We're not quite where people have their mics and everything. So yeah, we'll get there.
It was fun. Now, I will say, even when we went competitive, it was 4 of us, and we still had 2 randoms. There's been a couple games where we've had a full team of 6. Son of a bitch, that is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Yeah.
Like, just
Agreed.
with everybody just really grooving and communicating and just really vibing. It's a completely different game than when you're solo queuing and just trying to do what you're normally doing. Like, it changes the entire aspect of this game. It's like almost 2 different games in one.
I would agree with that. Yeah. There's nothing that compares to playing with your friends, and I think that's what drew me to this game. I came from Destiny. I got off my Destiny kick, and I came to Overwatch because the teamwork aspect of it was just, intoxicating. It's a lot of fun.
So, Ryan, you are the least involved in this game.
Yes.
So, but you had it on PS4 before I did, even though I was a PC player. But so, like, what drew you to it? What called you out?
Nothing. I picked it up because it was popular, and
Yeah?
I played it, and I was like, "This is fine,"
I appreciate
and then
your
I put
honesty.
it away. Yeah.
Well, that's why I love Ryan too. He's incredibly honest.
And that's why
Like I don't.
it didn't make my top 5 last year for that very reason. I know it made a lot of people's, and I think that is because I didn't have a team to play with.
That's what I was going to ask. If you had
was doing
gone back
randoms.
now, like with like the team that we have,
Yeah.
including us and
I
Sean
definitely
and
prefer this
Brooks
way
and
much more.
Drew. Yeah, it's so much
Yeah.
more exciting and just it feels good when you win. Like even when that's the other thing I wanted to talk about with Overwatch. Like even when I lose, I'm not really bummed. Like yeah it sucks, but like it was still a fun game most times, unless I'm just completely wiped. You're still doing really cool things. And
Yeah, I agree. Even
Yeah.
even though I get competitive, if I lose a competitive game, I'm not mad if like everyone was doing what they're supposed to do. We're having a good time. If we were just outplayed, that's fine. It's a good time. You get to work on your teamwork with your team, and
Yeah, I agree with that.
So this game, it gets compared a lot to like the MOBA style games. I don't agree with that so much.
Yeah, I really disagree with that.
It's much more akin to Team Fortress 2 and maybe not so much Counter-Strike, but maybe
A little bit.
early Counter-Strike.
A little bit, yeah.
But again, it's all focused
Especially
on
if you're doing
the
like
team.
an elimination kind of thing.
Yeah, especially that. But I really like, again, just the focus on the teamwork. So like when you're doing the 3v3 elimination or even 6v6.
every second counts.
Yes.
You can't mess up.
And
And
gotta-
as soon as the rest of your team is dead and they're watching, they're spectating your
Yeah.
screen, like you better not.
It's intense. Like when you screw up and you're like, oh shit, I fell off that cliff. What was I doing?
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. I want to talk a bit more maybe about favorites or mains.
I feel like we need to do mains. Yeah, talk
and
about
then-
everyone's mains.
Then we can talk about people that we don't like. But
Sure.
I want to start with Ryan because I know who Ryan mains and who his favorite is, and I want to
Yeah.
get into that a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I main McCree, and my least favorite is Symmetra.
yeah,
To play
Orisa
as or to
is my
play
main.
against?
yeah. I was gonna say Orisa is your main. Isn't it?
No, I just lied right there. Orisa is my main.
It's not McCree. Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say. I was
absolutely
very confused.
Orisa. I like a big tanky one in this kind of game because I'm not as quick on the reflexes. I'm not like that Twitch gamer anymore. I don't do that well, so I like being able to throw up shields and take damage and block other people. So Orisa. Plus, it's like a badass design. Like it's cool.
She's a
Everyone else
centaur.
is just like a human or something. Like
Yeah.
she's weird. I like that. Same with D.va. D.va would be like number 2.
You should check out her backstory because it's pretty cool too.
Orisa?
Yeah, she
Okay.
has like a cool engineer chick who like put her together. Named Ify.
Hey, Orisa is the name of the
The
bot,
tank.
not
Yeah, exactly.
the girl who put it together.
Right. I forget. It's like some letters and numbers what the
Oh.
Omnic actually is, but then Ify gave her the name Orisa.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
Fun
probably
fact.
like 0 something
Right.
155.
something like that.
Yeah.
Alex's player icon is the character that created Orisa.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that icon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's like, "Oh, do you main Orisa?" I'm like,
Nope.
"No,
Nope. Sure don't.
not even a little bit." Yeah.
Well, that's mine. Is
Okay.
Orisa. Are we doing our least favorites, or do you just want to do mains first?
We'll do some mains.
Then I'll pass
I'll
it
go ahead and
to-
jump in. It's
Oh,
very
okay.
obvious. It's like it's Junkrat. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna pass to Alex.
I was gonna pass to Alex,
My
but
bad.
that's okay.
I
You
was
just
gonna give her
steamroll
more
it.
time.
It's a Kyle show.
That's
It's
the
okay.
most Kyle thing ever.
Yeah, it was. Alex and Ryan are totally on agreement with this show. I love that. That's
It's
why
an,
I think
it's an
Alex is a
ego
great
trip
guest.
for all one of us.
Yes, it is, and I embrace that ego trip and ride it very hard.
Yeah. I always tease Kyle that he's a giant hunk of ham.
Yeah. Other people would say narcissist, but yes, both
I'd
aspects
say a
work.
giant rum ham.
I need to drink more rum, but yeah, sure. Again, it's Junkrat. I've liked Junkrat since I started this on PC. He's just a lot of fun. I really like his character design. I like the way he talks. I like that he's Australian. I don't know. A lot of it just speaks to me. I like the fact that you can do a lot with him. I feel he's kind of, he is a defensive
Yeah.
character.
He's
but
more
I've-
mobile than a lot of the other defensive characters.
I've done a lot with him on attack play styles because he can he's like a wild card almost. He can really kind of keep people at bay when he's throwing grenades in the right area. You can totally throw people off of attack because there's his landmine it shoots people into the air and away from stuff. He's a really great almost crowd control type character, and I like him for that. But I've done some really great one-on-one stuff too.
Yeah.
if people try to get up in your face.
And you do handle him well.
I was just going to say that. I was going to give you props. Like,
Yeah.
I play your support a lot, and so I've seen you one-on-one a lot of people, and you do well. You handle Junkrat exactly as you should in a 1v1 fight, which can be hard with some of the defense characters.
Like Tracer's my nemesis.
Yeah.
And a Mei.
Yeah.
Like, both Tracer and Mei. Like, if I get...
Yeah, as I say, Mei really destroyed you the
and
other
that, and
night.
that competitive match, man. But that Mei was kicking everybody's ass, I feel.
Yeah.
That was a good Mei.
Yeah.
Just why I love her.
Yeah.
What class is Junkrat?
He's defense.
Is he defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you were saying, crowd control.
okay.
Which is
Yeah.
weird.
That's
'cause,
interesting.
Like,
I wouldn't
Hanzo is also
count.
in defense, but I don't see him as defense, and a lot of people don't play him that way.
Hanzo, I see more defense than Junkrat.
He's a
Yeah.
sniper.
To me.
Yeah.
But is Widow listed in defense as well?
She is, yeah.
Is she?
Okay. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
Anna
support.
who's the
She's
support,
a support,
like
but
Mercy.
she can heal
Yeah.
as a sniper.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
I see that differentiation. But all right, so Alex, I think we already touched on it, but your main is
Yeah, I would say that I'm more of a flex player, so I
yes,
have
you do adapt very well.
yeah, I have one character in each subclass that I feel very confident with, so I can adjust depending on what the team needs. My absolute main is Mei. Everyone's favorite defense character. Amazing.
I don't know if I've ever seen you play Mei.
I don't think so because I don't get to play her in
Not as
comp a
much.
lot because I usually have to either Farah for the DPS or Mercy for the
Also,
heals.
would you spell that AMEIZING?
Yes.
Oh, it's amazing. See, that's terrible. I'm sorry. Please
No,
continue.
that's why I said that. It's
Oh,
it's
okay.
a common voice line that everybody uses all the time.
Really?
Yeah, it's a voice line. I'll play it for you next time we play together. Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, so Mei is my main. I feel like she's very versatile. She's almost like a mini tank, or at least when I
Yeah.
play her, she
Oh,
feels
yeah.
like a
Can
mini
be.
tank.
Because she has that heal too.
She has heal, she has a barrier, she has a close range, she has a sniper with her icicle. She's the whole package.
She's very well rounded.
And I like playing her in comp a whole lot. I haven't got a chance to on our team yet, but I think sometimes when you pull out Mei in comp, people are like, oh my gosh, like come on. They don't understand that she's very useful, especially against those tracers, those Genjis, those,
I think you should have,
know.
man, because that Mei was destroying us in that last comp game. Like,
Yeah.
just wiping the floor with us.
Well, for us, I also like to play heals because Mercy's my support main, and there's nothing more painful than when you don't play support and then somebody else grabs her and you see your Mercy pulling out her pistol when she should be like when she should be buffing people.
What are you doing with that pistol?
Yeah, I'm like, put your freaking pistol away, Mercy.
Is
And so that's why
there-
sometimes it's better just for me, my control freak self, just to play support.
Sure.
Is there any point when you are Mercy that you should bring out your pistol?
Only if you are alone, people. If you are alone, fine.
Like
Pull out-
one-on-one?
Yeah,
Okay.
if your team has died around you and you are one-on-one, pull out your pistol.
Okay.
Or if your team is like full freaking health and there's nobody around and you want to try to goof around, sure, whatever. Otherwise, you should be buffing your team. You're going to get a lot more, I won't get into the numbers or anything, but you're going to get a lot more like damage per second if you're buffing
Okay.
your team than if you're shooting, like your pistol does like 30 damage. It's worthless.
And I like, if so,
enough.
coming back off that, buffing. So communication, again, is a big part of this game. So say like a Roadhog character tells you that he has his ult and you're a Mercy.
I will go with him.
You will
and
go with
buff.
him and put the buff on because he's going to pop that ult and just mow through the enemy team.
Right.
Because he's going to do way more damage.
Right. If I'm playing with my team, I like you all to be very vocal if I'm playing support. And if you're going to go rogue, let me know. I will come with you.
Okay.
And I will also try to keep my eye peripherally on the rest of the team. But I don't like when my character, McCree's like, oh, I'm going to flank around. And, oh, I died immediately. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's me. That's me because I don't like
Why?
speaking up. Because
why would you
usually,
just tell me?
All
All it takes is
Sean is talking about Netflix queue. I'm like, I better not interrupt this. Let me
This
sneak
sounds like
around.
an important conversation.
Not gonna interrupt this.
No,
Oh,
that's
God.
true.
You watch Stranger Things again, Sean? Cool, me too, bro.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
That's a sick reference, Alex. Nice job.
Ding.
That's an in-joke.
That's
You're
an
not a
yeah,
part of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get you there.
In jokes are fun.
Especially on podcasts.
You heard
Yeah,
it here.
they're amazing. They work the best when people are listening.
This whole podcast is just one in joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all it takes is like a D-pad down or, like a voice line. My ultimate is ready. And I'm
Yeah.
like, got it. They're talking to me. Let's go. I got this. And then,
So-
And then my other main, I have a tank.
do,
I play
yeah.
Zarya as if I'm playing a tank. I don't have as much to say about her. I'm decent. I'm not like tearing it up. Sometimes I'm tearing it up, but not always.
I do know Zarya is Sean's main now. And,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like he and I have a similar play style.
Yeah. I'd say, for a while, I was really into McCree as an alt and also D.Va. But as I've played more, I think Zenyatta is probably my alternate. I really like what he brings to the table. He's a healer, but he can also, similar to how Mercy does more damage if she's buffing the right character.
Right, he's a debuff.
Yeah, he can make a different character on the enemy team take more damage, and that's another cool aspect. And you can
He's a good one to couple with Mercy.
Dude, you can
I'm
get
a
hit.
big fan
Yeah.
of 2 healers, 2 tanks, 2 DPS, or some defense characters that are like DPS. That is
depending
my
on the
dream
play
team.
style. Yeah, like if
That is
you're-
my dream team.
If you're on defense, I think
That is how we are playing from now on. You've heard it.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 healers,
sometimes
2 tanks,
3
2
tanks.
DPS.
Sometimes
Sometimes
3
3 tanks.
Sometimes 3 tanks.
And you take out
Just
one of the
saying.
DPS?
Yeah, just
Okay.
saying.
It was but like
See, I don't know this stuff. If at any point we're online playing, you just tell me exactly what I need to do and what I'm doing wrong, I'll fix it. Because I honestly have no idea.
well, you're a good tank. Like
Yeah,
when
because
you're
I can
playing
sit there
Orisa,
and get hit well.
yeah, well, sure. But
With,
like
with
I-
Orisa, it's about tracking, and it seems like your tracking is okay. Like
Okay.
if you're
What's
shooting
tracking?
your mini cannon, like
Okay.
literally tracking the enemy.
I think the one
Theoretical.
thing with your Orisa that you could change, and this is
Yes,
just
no,
me
please.
talking out. So
like
your
this.
ultimate with Orisa.
I'll have something about Kyle in a moment.
Sure, please do. I would love that too. But your ultimate with Orisa, you set out this pylon that also increases damage,
Yes,
right?
I don't think I've ever done this well.
Well, exactly. You just kind of throw it out when
Yeah.
you get it, and I think you need to let us know, hey, I've got this. Everybody group up, and
Okay.
we'll fucking wipe them when they're attacking this point.
Okay.
That'd be my one thing.
Should when I'm putting out the pylon, should I be aggressive or defensive about it?
You can
Should
still be
it-
defensive because everybody else gets that buff too, as long as they're with it.
I say
Okay.
just drop it behind your shield and then go off and do your thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just as long as you let people know, hey, I've got this. Here it
Okay.
is. Because a lot of times I'm just like, oh, he just threw his pylon out, and okay, now I'm dead.
Yeah,
Like,
that seems right.
yeah.
But
But again,
that's my typical
other
play
than
style.
that, fucking fantastic. You're
Okay.
a great tank.
No, I know my ultimates. I don't think I've done any ultimate really well in this game.
You will.
We'll see.
But Alex,
We'll see.
please critique me.
Yes.
Serious. Yes. Ryan wants to hear this too.
And then I want Hartman to critique Alex's play style.
Oh, I can
I think
critique
he's
myself.
a good judge of character. He's already picked up on it.
I'm too critical of my teammates. That's my I right away I see that. I see what's going on here. But yeah, Kyle's working on his thing. It's like you main Junkrat only always. But
A
you're
lot,
working on
yes,
it. But
yes.
you're working on it.
I am trying to diversify my bonds,
Yeah.
in the words of financial.
Too adult for us.
Yeah, I know. Craig's my favorite.
We want to talk about video games. Let's get back to that.
So yeah, and that's why I've tried to play a lot more. I've tried to, based on your advice, Alex, I tried to pick somebody from each subsection that I like. And so I found McCree I really like in full DPS.
Okay.
Sometimes Reaper, but I like McCree a lot. In the tank style, I really have done well with D.Va. And in just straight supporter healing, it's Zenyatta. I've really done well with Zenyatta, I feel.
I'm noticing you're really offensive. In every character you just named, they are pretty much offensive the way you play them.
Yeah, I'm an offensive guy. When I play...
I'm an offensive guy,
Well,
I'll
for
say.
real, I came up with Halo, and I was big into Modern Warfare 2. I am a lone wolf style, and it is harder for me to adapt to this team-based gameplay, but
Yeah.
I have a lot more fun with it when it's working well.
Okay.
And that's why it took me forever to get to comp level, because I didn't play unless a lot of us were playing. Because I don't like it. It's not as fun to me. I'm like, well, I could just play Final Fantasy or something if I'm playing by myself. Why am I playing Overwatch?
Yeah.
There's not 4 other people on. This is dumb. So I really like this when we're all together. So
Yeah.
that's really my big thing with Overwatch. For me, I got to have people with me.
I hear ya.
Sounds great.
The right kind of people, not
Yeah.
the people who are like, when you get that guy on your team, can we just stop dying, guys?
Aw.
No way. Tell me
Fuck that
more.
guy. I will die more.
Okay,
I'll
write
just-
these down.
I'm
gonna
going
start
to go
using
throw
these.
myself off that
Exactly.
ledge now.
I have done that many times. I'm like,
Literally
oh, like
gonna
this?
run over.
Oh, wait. No, you want me to do this? Jump off. Yeah.
Solid.
Let's rewind. Maybe I missed it, and if I did, it's my fault. Did we get a critique on Kyle?
Yeah, she said I just don't. I play Junkrat and Junkrat
That's
alone.
it.
He's a
That's
one-trick
the
pony.
critique?
One-trick pony. Oh, also,
oh, you're really good, but only with one person.
we should
Great.
all work on our active listening skills. Now this feels like just we're having a squad discussion.
That's fine. Yeah, an internal squad critiquing. I like it. I really got. If we're gonna critique everybody, I got.
Oh gosh,
nothing
this
really,
was not an invitation.
No, it really wasn't. But
This is gonna take a dark turn. I
don't,
like it.
I don't have any. Like Alex is a fucking.
You have a drinking problem, Kyle.
Alex is a
We're
great
gonna do
leader.
it now.
God damn it! I'm trying to compliment her. I wish.
I'm gonna take your
Intervention.
positivity and
If
turn
I
it
was going to
into
say
negative.
anything, I wish you would take lead more, because especially when there's a group of us and you kind of feel like the odd man out because we all kind of know each other.
Yeah, you guys are all buds.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I feel you're the smartest at it, and I'd like to see you take lead more and be like, no, hey, why don't you do this because you do it well and we need that.
I think I appreciate that. I really
Yeah.
do. I don't know if I'm the woman for the job, but I will try to be the
You
woman
should.
for the job.
Because I
Yeah.
think a lot of times we kind of need that leader. And God damn it, it should be you.
And there's a lot of personalities on our team.
Yeah, there are.
So I feel like a calm,
Yes.
reassuring
Yes.
presence.
It's great. It adds a lot. And so yeah. So I guess let's start wrapping this up. Let's talk about people we don't like to play as.
Okay.
Who would you say, Ryan? Like
I mean, there are definitely people that I
Okay,
don't
yes,
play
yes.
with that I'm maybe not really familiar with to talk about, but one that I've never been able to get and I avoid is Tracer. Don't know how to play Tracer. It's too wieldy and twitchy for me.
Yeah.
The rewind mechanic does more harm than good for me.
Okay.
It just confuses me. I can't do Tracer, so she's my absolute bottom.
I'm gonna challenge you to play Tracer more because I'm the same as
If
you. I
wanna
can't play her
really
very well.
hard carry me. We can do this, but you're gonna pick up a lot of slack.
I don't know. All of a sudden, I'm like, that's gonna be your new main, Ryan. You're gonna go from tank to DPS, but because I think Tracer is a really powerful person to have on your team. I don't like playing against her. Her and Genji are both that I'm not great at, but when you have them on your team and they're like, zipping around, doing their thing, harassing the other team's healers and all that, like that is my best life. I'm like, yeah, check you guys out. Go do your thing. I can't do that, but I appreciate you doing that. But also, as a Mei main, I really hate playing against other Meis if I'm not Mei. Because then,
okay.
oh,
Yeah.
it's so frustrating. And I'm like, geez, now I know why people get so pissed off. Because sometimes when I play Mei, like, I'll see, it's like it reminds me of Call of Duty, where you would get a few kills on a guy in a row, and he will just seek you out. He doesn't care about the game anymore.
He just wants to fucking
Yeah.
crush you.
When I'm Mei, that happens to me. People get so frustrated with me that they just seek me out. Like, against all point of the game, they will try to kill me. Yeah.
I think my least favorite character to play as.
Also, that's just good strategy. Because if you're wrecking, of course they're going to go after you.
Fair enough.
Right?
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's a compliment when people hunt you down. That means
Fair
you're
enough.
a threat.
I don't like to play as Mercy.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Because, well, as we established, I
It's
am an
not
offensive
offensive,
guy, and Mercy is probably the least offensive character in the game.
Yeah, but at the same time, she has to be up in the middle of it.
She
Maybe
does,
I'm defending
and
my one of my mains here, but she is like in the midst of everything, and you have to be zip zooming around everywhere to everyone.
That's the other part. I don't think I'm just good with her. Like it's hard for me to like. Again, I'm a narcissist.
Keep track of everybody.
Well, I'm like, why am I helping you get better? I could be shooting that person in the face. I realize it's a fault. I'm embracing it. It's fine. But that's why, we're talking about people we don't like to play, and that's why I don't like Mercy.
I'm glad.
It
I
doesn't-
love
it
to play
doesn't-
Mercy.
Sure.
It doesn't go to my play style. So,
I hear ya.
I'm just surprised. She was the easiest support for me to wrap my head around support.
a lot of people
starting
like
out.
it that way.
Yeah.
So, we talked a little bit about MOBAs and stuff.
Okay.
Overwatch is different in the aspect, especially compared to Team Fortress 2, where so you do pay an initial price to play this game, but
Yeah.
similar to
Yes.
what is a new way going forward, which I am all about. Everything after that is free to you.
Yeah.
So DLC maps, you're not going to pay for anything outside of the base game.
This
Yeah.
is something I definitely wanted to talk about because
Yes.
I really appreciate that, especially because our other game that Kyle and I play together is Destiny, and they nickel and dime
They
you.
sure do.
I'm so frustrated with Bungie because I should not be paying for half a game And then, 6 months later,
Totally
you charge
anti-Pi.
me for a full new game to complete the game that I already bought. Like,
Bungie's the worst.
question marks everywhere. And why am I such an idiot that I keep buying it? That's a whole other podcast,
I can't
think.
speak to that.
But yeah, Overwatch, and I think when they do that, when they make their maps, their characters, or their new characters and everything free to you, then you're more willing to pay for the cosmetics.
Yes.
And it also like makes the community richer, and like people are out there making comics and doing shorts of their own, like, the artistic people, and that's something I really love about the Overwatch community. Like
It's
everyone
something-
is just very
yeah.
interactive, on Twitter and all that stuff.
It's
Yeah.
something that a lot of people have taken notice of, and a lot of other companies are doing. EA is doing it with the new Battlefront.
Yeah.
Titanfall 2 did it.
Yeah. Overwatch wasn't the first to
Oh,
do
really?
it.
No, they were not the first.
Titanfall, you don't have to pay?
Titanfall 2, everything is free after
Yeah.
the base game. All the DLC
See,
maps,
I have that game.
everything.
I've only played a bit of it.
You should really. Me and
It's
Ryan-
really
Blake is really into it.
really,
Yeah.
really like it.
We
And
did. But then Overwatch kind of took over.
It
so,
did,
uh,
because we had more people playing it.
Yeah.
With Titanfall, it was me, you, and Andy's the least consistent. Overwatch, there's a lot more
Call out
consistent.
culture. I don't know if
Yeah.
I like the call out culture on this podcast.
a lot of
Andy's been a
lot of
guest.
shade
From
thrown around.
here on out, Alex, you'll get called out too.
It's true.
Like 5 episodes down,
No.
like, can you believe Alex did that on that game? Oh my god. But no, if you would really I would totally get back into Titanfall 2 again. I always have a blast playing that game. And I think you would really kind of enjoy it. Because again, it's not as in your face with Overwatch with the different class styles that you play as, but there's a lot of variation in how you play that game.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I'm so much into the war games anymore and the military guns. I mean, that's how I got into FPSs, but I don't know if I would go back to that.
You do
Just because
drive
I think
giant robots.
It's
I mean,
the
that's pretty
worst part of the
cool.
game.
It is
That's pretty
really
cool.
fucking cool.
Worst
and
part of the
I
game.
love
He does hate that.
breaks the game.
Okay. And I do love Gundam, but that's something I like about Overwatch is that it seems so cutesy and fun, and then it's actually kind of brutal and you get really intense and competitive about
Yeah.
it. So I like
Yeah.
that juxtaposition, honestly.
Is Overwatch a T rating or an M rating?
I think it's T. There's no
Is it?
blood.
Because
I'm
all the
almost
other
positive.
Blizzard games are M, right? Just
I don't know. Have you seen that?
just a
Have you seen that
thought.
Widowmaker butt pose?
Of course.
And Tracer
Maybe
had
that
a butt
deserves an
pose
M.
I'm
at
almost
the beginning
positive.
that
Maybe
people
that
were
deserves
going
an
crazy
M.
about.
I'm almost positive Overwatch is T because there's no blood
I would say
think
it's T.
right?
I mean,
Yeah.
9-year-olds play
and there's
this.
no
Well,
cursing.
9-year-olds play a lot of stuff they
Yeah,
probably shouldn't be playing.
9-year-olds
That's-
kick my ass in Call of Duty. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
They
I'm so
fuck-
naive.
Yes.
I let your audience know I'm very naive.
But no. Oh shit. I forgot I got contacts.
We didn't even talk. We didn't even
Hey
bitch
guys,
about.
Kyle has
Well, I
contacts.
just wiped my eye and it fucking got blurry for a sec. Anyway, sorry. What were you saying, Alex, please, before Ryan?
Oh, I was just gonna say that I'm
Before
proud of us. We didn't even
Ryan.
complain about other players.
Ow, my
like all the
contact.
squeakers and all the annoying trolls. There aren't very many on the Blizzard network.
I
but
haven't
there's
really
some.
encountered so many there. I don't encounter many trolls online anyways. I can't remember the last time I got hate mail. I think it was Battlefield 3 the last time somebody was fucking sending me awful things. I always
Halo-
enjoy it when
Halo
they do.
4, I, think,
I know you
was
do.
last
Yeah.
You live off of it.
I
You
love it
thrive.
when people do it.
What
Like,
do you do back? Do you engage with them?
oh yeah.
What-
But
like
I
how?
keep poking the bear. I'm like,
So, all right, this is text you get. You gay, you suck, bye, die. What do you say back?
I'll just be like, why? What happened? What made you say that? I want them to continue to engage.
What trauma do you have in your
happened?
life?
Yeah, what did I do? What happened? Oh,
So just like really naive, like
Yeah,
what?
well, and
I'm
then I'll be
bad?
like-
What?
oh, was it that time that I killed you 3 for 1 and you couldn't do anything about it? Was it that one? What was it? Please help me. And I don't know. I just like to poke the bear,
Okay.
but that's me. And not everybody is this way, and a
Nope.
lot of people don't like it. I enjoy it very much, but I haven't had it forever. It's a rarer thing, especially with companies stepping up like their enforcement of like bannings and things like that when people are negative, which I'm cool with. But you
Wait,
just don't get as much
wait.
hate.
You play League of Legends,
Not so much.
right?
I mean, it's a
How have
very-
you not had any shit talk in League of Legends? Like that's like the most toxic place on the internet.
Because a lot of times, so we shit talked him earlier. I play with Andy a lot, and Andy is really fucking good at
Okay,
League of
so he
Legends.
carries
He
you.
protects
Carries
you.
me a lot.
He
When I
protects
play
you.
with Andy, he'll play my support, and I always play DPS because again,
Okay.
that's kind of my thing. And he makes me look a lot better than I really am. So
Okay,
that's a
okay.
big part of it. He'll
You
hold
know,
my
when
hand
I
a
play
lot.
when I play support, that's my goal too.
Yeah.
I'm like, this team is a little ragtag, but let me get in here and
Good.
throw
I
some
like
mercy
that.
on it. Throw some mercy on it.
Sprinkle some mercy on that shit, y'all.
Perfect.
So the last thing I would like to talk about, and this was
I
something.
hope you're gonna say.
Yeah, I think you know.
Yeah.
This is something that Ryan was unfamiliar with, but you and I are now. So there's a new character coming out.
Yes.
By the time this episode drops, this character will have been live to the community.
Yep. 2 days from now.
So please talk about him, Alex.
So the new character is Doomfist. Doomfist was the myth of Doomfist, if you will, was introduced in the very first Overwatch trailer, the one that pulled me into the game, and I was like, damn, I have to try a Blizzard game.
What was the first one? Just
So-
let me interject here real quick. Was it Winston?
Yeah, it's the one where Winston and Tracer are fighting Widowmaker and Reaper, and
Yeah.
they're in a museum, like an Overwatch museum.
Okay.
And there's this gauntlet in a glass case, like museum style, and everyone's running like, oh, Doomfist, you know, da da da. And then the short centers around Widowmaker and Reaper trying to steal this gauntlet, this Doomfist gauntlet. And I don't know, the whole community was taken with Doomfist and the who is Doomfist? What is this? Like, we've got to
Pretty
know.
cool fucking name. First
Yeah,
off.
yeah, and I think at the time, like, the producers didn't even really know whether or not this would become a thing, but the community, there was such an outcry for Doomfist that Blizzard's like, okay, we got to do this, and we got to do it big, and we got to do it right. And so they have their new character, Doomfist, coming out. He's going to be an assault character, very in-your-face melee style, punching and uppercutting and slamming, that kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be
I think you're
interesting.
gonna love it,
I was
Kyle.
gonna say this is a Kyle character for sure,
Exactly.
not a Ryan
I
character.
think so.
Yeah.
So you were
in my head when I watched the gameplay, because it is out on whatever you call it, beta for the PC.
Some people can't play him.
It's very
now.
Street Fighter. It's very arcade.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Well, in my mind, it's like side scroller or like whatever you call them, where it's like the side.
Like
Yeah, beat 'em ups.
The beat 'em up.
Beat 'em ups. Yeah.
Huh. That's
Yeah,
an
and he has
interesting
like
mechanic.
so he has an uppercut and then a forward punch.
But he can also shoot with the Doomfist, right?
He has a hand cannon on his left hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it shoot his fist out at somebody,
I
or
think-
is it like a Mega Man kind of blaster?
I think it's the Mega
Eh,
Man Blaster.
It doesn't shoot it out. It actually moves you forward when you
Yeah.
punch.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
Yeah, and then he has a little slam on the
So
ground.
like a
and
Falcon
actually,
punch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
I think
So-
I think they call it rocket punch. So
Oh,
yeah,
do they?
exactly
Ah,
like that.
perfect,
Yeah.
Perfect.
So the idea is he has a slam down on the ground that pulls people towards you. So the people will hop towards you, and then you uppercut them and punch them forward. I think that's kind of the sequence that they're thinking of. And then his ult is like a mini bomb. It's really cool.
He
I think
seems
you're
like
gonna
a
like
really
him,
cool
Kyle.
character.
Yeah.
But the other thing was that for a while there was a big community outcry for this character to be voiced by Terry Crews.
Yes.
Wasn't it started by Terry Crews?
Yeah, I think it was-
right?
I don't-
thought
I don't
like
know the
Terry Crews was
sequence.
like advocating it.
I
right?
think he'd kind of talked about it, and then the community really got behind it, and then he really kind of stepped it
Okay.
up. Like, yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, I like that. That was fun. I think his kids like watching.
Yeah. But he's not. Doomfist is not voiced by Terry Crews, and I think it's okay.
I think it's really okay. I think the voice actor is fabulous.
The
He's
voice
very
actor is
villainous.
great. The thing, so here's the problem when you start getting these bigger name actors. So with a game like Overwatch, which is procedural and things are happening constantly, you have to get these people back in a lot to record new voice lines, depending on what's happening in the universe and the story. Number
Yeah,
one,
they update new voice lines and interactions
I
between the
would
characters all
imagine
the time.
Terry Crews is very expensive, and Terry Crews is also very high in demand. So you would have to work things around his schedule on like, well, I can't do that. I'm shooting this TV show and this commercial, and I have this bit part in the Expendables 7. Like, I can't come in to do that at this point. And so then you're hampering
Yeah.
your game based on a voice actor.
like Dinklage in Destiny.
I was just gonna
Yes,
say that
yes.
it could go the way of
Exactly.
Dinklage.
So is Doomfist voiced by Nolan North? Because if so, all sins forgiven.
No, he's voiced by, he is
I
a
don't know
South
the
African
guy,
character.
but he sounds awesome.
Yeah, and he
his voice is
really
amazing.
good.
Yeah,
I really
they
enjoy
did a
it.
really great job.
I was also in the camp that I was bummed at first. I was like, it's not Terry Crews. But after I heard it, I was like, yeah, this is all right. This guy's going to be great. I get why they didn't go with Terry Crews.
I'm glad
All
they
of it's
didn't.
cool.
I'm
I think
glad
so
they
too.
didn't.
Yeah,
He
at the
sounds
end
so
of the day,
villainous and spooky, like exactly what we need from our Doomfist that
I don't think
everyone's
that's
been waiting
a character
for.
Terry Crews does either.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a villain guy.
That's fair.
It wouldn't have been as spooky. I've been like, oh, it's Terry Crews.
Yeah,
Everyone
exactly,
was just
every
so
time.
excited, you know. And also, Yeah, he's from South Africa. That's something I really appreciate that Overwatch does. They
Yeah.
bring diversity to their cast.
Sure do.
I mean,
Yes.
it's built into the story that you have all these heroes from around the world who come together to fight, like, you know,
And the villains.
this worldwide, and the villains. Yeah, they
Yeah.
come together to fight this worldwide evil, and they do. They hire people from these places. It's not just
What I like is too, like, so you can get character voice lines in their native tongue. Like Mercy speaks in German a lot.
Yeah, all the time. Actually,
And-
when they're on the opposite team, they usually speak in their
She's
native
like,
language.
says like Hayden Frashkin or whatever, which is Heroes Never Die in German. But you hear that when you're on the other team and you know, like, holy shit, she just brought him back to
Yeah,
life.
same with the Shimada brothers. You
Yeah.
know when they throw their ults.
I never knew this.
Yeah?
This is amazing.
What's cool is that going forward now, you will pick up on that.
Yeah, and you'll know is it a friendly
What
ult?
a
Is
neat
it
idea.
is it a
Yeah,
friendly ult or
it's
is
really
it
cool.
enemy?
All right, well,
Or I mean, the English speakers like soldier will be tactical visor activate, or I've got you in my sights if it's enemy.
okay, so they do change. Even if it's English, they change the
Yeah,
dialogue.
what
Right,
you hear as,
right.
as a
It'll be a little
comrade
more.
or an enemy.
It'll be a little more ominous if it's
Yeah.
enemy.
Okay.
It'll be a little more friendly if it's
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
barrage ready.
Heroes Never Die, or what is it? Justice Reigns from Above.
Oh, justice reigns from above. That's what
Yeah,
it is. If it's
yeah.
the enemy team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really great. What is Junkrat's? I know it's Time to Let Her Rip, or I forget.
Rip. I don't know.
I don't know either. I play him all the time.
Yeah, you
and
should know. You should know.
I
this.
should know. I like going up against another Junkrat and beating him, but I hate when they beat me. Makes me feel inferior. It's my
Well,
worst.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
why
I get
would
that
you
a lot
not?
with Pharah because if you have a Pharah on the enemy team, you're both in the air. You both are aware of each other's presence, even though the people on the ground might not be looking up. And so in the end, you end up fighting each other. It's so hard. You have to anticipate their movements. Are they going to go left or right? Otherwise, you like totally just eat it from her.
So, I guess final two questions wrapping up. Number one, would you recommend this game to a casual friend?
I think I would. I would definitely quick play with a casual friend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're saying
It's
I'd
so
recommend it, but I'd maybe play with them only in quick play. All right. I like it.
no, I would because it's so easy to get into, even if you're just relying on the more, the easier quote unquote characters to play, like Soldier, Mercy. Like it's so fun. I think this is honestly a gateway for people to get into competitive gaming.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, because
Yep.
there's so many different options to choose from. You can go for a more low key position, like support. You can like get up in there and do DPS. Definitely, I think this is a
Or if you
gateway.
like sniping from far away, there's
Right.
sniper characters. There's
Totally.
literally nothing that it's a play style for everybody. I agree.
Yeah.
Ryan, what about you?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
That's it. I mean, I don't really have much more to elaborate on.
Yeah,
It's a great game. It's well-rounded,
I
fun,
would
multiplayer.
I would agree
Good
too.
teamwork.
I think everybody can
Interesting
play
character
it.
designs.
Yeah, there's interesting, cool characters. There's something in this game that will speak to almost anybody who just picks it up and plays it. And there's also something in there that will probably hook whoever picks them up and play it. They might not play it all the time, but they're going to be like, oh yeah, I could totally play Overwatch. It has a very nice, easy pick up and play aspect to it.
I still feel like they could use some more hooks. I
Sure.
feel like their loot system still.
Yeah.
Oh,
tweaking.
everyone complains about their loot system.
Yeah, that's
doubles, triples,
unfortunate,
quadruples. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they need that play as a support character 2 games to get a little bit extra experience, like those little check boxes that like all the other MOBAs have.
Yeah.
Like
You did 2
that will
games
incentivize
as a
me.
DPS.
Yeah.
Good
Play
job.
3 games as Mercy to get 200 experience. Or
Okay, so
something,
more
to
like
force you
Heroes
to
of the
play-
Storm, where like there's
Yes.
weekly challenges.
Yeah,
that you
like
get,
weekly
like,
challenges. Exactly.
Play 3 games as a Mercy.
I've actually been a little surprised that they haven't done that.
It's because they do
because
Heroes of
they've
the
done it
Storm, and they
before,
do
yeah.
that in Heroes of the
It's
Storm.
weird.
I think that would really add, and it would make you play other characters, which is
Yeah.
what they wanted to do in Heroes.
They may have done that on Overwatch. I don't remember though. Don't quote me on that.
I think that would be a great way to again enforce character rotation. So
Not even a nitpick per
No,
se, but it's just
exactly.
something I would love. It's something I like
Sure.
filling those. I like tasks, and
Yes,
I feel like I'm
yes.
wasting time sometimes if I'm just hanging out and shooting for 2 hours. I like
Yeah.
doing tasks.
I can
Okay.
see that. You don't feel like you're making progress in a game.
Yep. Even
Yeah.
if it's fake, meaningless bullshit progress, like just having that.
Or like a fun directive to
Yeah.
make you play a character in a way that you haven't played them before.
Yes.
Like yeah.
Because
or
otherwise,
try
there's
a
not
new
an
character
incentive for me
Yeah.
to be like, hey, I'm gonna do Tracer this game and fuck you guys over. So no, I won't do that unless like incentivized for another
Get
reason.
3 boop offs the map with Lucio.
Or Farah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be cool because
Yeah.
then you can really learn moves too and how to use them effectively.
And it helps
Yeah.
you learn the maps that way.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think they should do something like that.
So the other question I have, and this will take a little explanation to Alex, and Ryan
Oh.
hates this part. We have this
Uh-oh.
really dumb rating system.
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask if Superman could get cut by a lightsaber again.
No.
Oh gosh.
'Cause, I mean,
No.
No. He's the Man
but
of
I mean,
Steel.
but yes, he could.
Clearly, he's the Man of
it's
Steel.
a lightsaber.
No, but he's
Lightsabers
a Man
cut
of
through
Steel.
The
steel.
question,
Oh, damn.
the question is
I need to
could
expand
Goku
my
get
mind.
cut with a lightsaber? But I'm not asking that.
I'm the wrong person to
Oh,
ask.
somebody even less obscure. Okay.
If you guys ever want to talk about Dragon Ball, have Blake on.
Okay,
Yeah.
we will. But no, we have this
I will
really.
not talk about Dragon Ball.
We won't. We won't ever.
Oh, okay. I
But
like
it's-
Dragon Ball. Okay.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's not a great anime. It's like a good intro, and then there's
Yes.
much better out there. It's
But Ryan,
eh.
please explain our completely convoluted and stupid rating system to Alex.
I would expect no less of you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will say I'm having to explain this one, even though I hate it and
Yeah.
try to get it taken out
We
every
gotta
episode.
finish out-
Is this why he's asking you to explain
this is
it?
why.
This
Is
is
this
exactly
torture?
why.
So
Because-
on a scale from 0 joints to 5 joints, or is it blunts? I don't know. Who cares? And
Both
then the
work.
roaches are like halves. How
Okay.
much weed do you recommend to smoke to play this game? This is the stupid thing we're playing.
Okay.
Because Heath Ledger was in 5 movies, and only one of them's good.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
the ratings.
It's
So
the Heath
joints
Ledger
and
slash
roaches.
joint rating system.
okay, I should really be up on this podcast meta for this episode. I
really
messed
dumb.
up.
It's
I
really
messed
dumb.
up.
You
No,
didn't read
okay.
our lore and watch our
I
YouTube
guess
animated
not.
videos?
You didn't. I didn't watch your shorts. No. So okay, I haven't smoked weed in a long time.
So I would.
But- so
caveat,
so
0
honestly-
is the best. 5 joints is the worst.
Honestly, it would take me like half a joint, and I would be off in a way
Okay.
riding a unicorn. But I would say I play with
So
a lot
her
of
rating
friends.
scale is from 0 to half.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I play with a lot of friends, and I drink sometimes when I play.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it takes, I would say, about 2.5 mixed drinks for me to be at my optimum annoyance level.
Okay.
So I feel like knock it down a little bit. I'm gonna say 2 joints, and you're in this game. That's all it takes. Anything more than that, icing on the cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan?
Is that a good answer? Wait.
No, that was
does
really
5 mean good?
No,
Yeah,
5 is the worst. 0 is the
There's-
best.
This is why
Oh,
this
no.
is a stupid system.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really
I
backwards.
thought I was reading that right. I say
Yeah.
2 joints because 1, you're feeling good.
So
You're
this
playing
is
all
like a
right.
3 out of 5
It might be one of those
game.
things where you have like a
That's what
window.
you're
One more
saying.
joint might make you play better. You might want to go that extra joint just so you can get a little better, get a little looser.
I love it. You have encapsulated this and grasped it perfectly,
Yeah,
Alex.
okay.
I love it.
I'm glad.
Ryan, what about you?
I hate the system.
I know you do.
And it's like, I don't know, no joints because who cares? Life's meaningless.
I'd say 0 to 1 because I can fully enjoy this game.
Yeah.
Completely sober. But if I had, if I was fucking high too, I'd be really into it. The colors are fucking great. The way that the game plays is fucking great.
Gotta talk about the
Fucking
colors.
system.
What about the
Yeah.
smells?
It's
How are the
0
smells?
to 1 or maybe 5.
It's a completely non-committal system. It's great. It's the perfect.
All right, then
Where's-
I give this game a blue.
Okay. After 2017, we're switching to Adam Sandler movies. Apparently,
What?
he wants to switch now.
No.
Wait,
All right,
what?
no. All right. The meta of this podcast is we are going to label these joints. We're going to do joints instead of stars, and then we're going to do like star movies, and we have a Heath Ledger example for each star,
Yeah.
which we quickly found out Heath Ledger has only done 1 5-star movie and a lot of 2 and 1-star movies.
Yeah.
So we don't have like a proper 4 and 3, and there's always debate. 'cause
But
Kyle
also
thinks
it's backwards because less joints is good.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
and
it is
more.
backwards.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
weird.
So it's all very confusing.
Which is
You-
fantastic.
we need
That's what I love
we need a
about it.
conversion system at that point, like stars to
No.
joints.
I think we should just start
Stars and
saying colors. Just colors.
Okay, I could give this a color. I would give Overwatch a lavender.
A lavender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would also go with the pastel,
yeah. A pastel.
but like
It feels very.
a soft yellow.
Oh, okay, I like that too.
Yeah.
I would say blue. It's a cool color. It's casual,
More cobalt
Yeah.
or indigo.
but it can also go
Yeah, or a
hard
blue.
when it
It
needs
can
to.
go hard. Okay.
So like a midnight blue too. There's all those aspects, right?
Fucking blue is a color that can go hard. You heard it here.
Oh man, I love this every day. Thank you guys, Alex. For real, thank you for coming on the show. I
Yes,
really
thank you.
appreciate it. You were.
It's been a real treat. We hardly
were-
talked about anything I expected to talk about.
That's fine. That's
That's
the
how it
show to a T.
That's how it goes.
But you came on. You were great. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the best guest award, and play the game.
I get the feeling that you give every guest the best guest
We
award.
haven't yet.
But-
You're the first.
No, it's actually true. Kyle talks shit about the other guests. as
Honestly-
soon as they're all.
You were the first guest to get guest of the guest. Best
I
guest
feel like
award.
you guys have needed some estrogen vibes up in here.
Maybe.
So-
or maybe just people that fucking talk, because none of the other guests just even talk.
Oh, you know me.
Yeah, which is
That's
great.
yeah, most of them.
Which is what I
Most
was
of 'em.
fucking so ecstatic about having you on, Alex. This is great. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
You
We
are
just-
the absolute best.
We cheers our Miller
Yeah.
High Life. Yeah, okay.
I'm going to give Alex play of the podcast.
All right.
Thank you guys. I accept.
What about you?
I'll hold that close to my heart.
Are we picking our play of the podcast
I mean,
like
do you
separately,
agree or
or
do you
is
disagree?
this like a unanimous thing?
He says
what
Hartman.
did you do?
Sound engineer Andrew has taken his play of the podcast away. All right, guys. I am Kyle.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Alex.
And this has been the Experience Grind podcast talking about Overwatch. Thank you so much for even listening. We'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much for listening to our episode. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, you can check us out at experiencegrind.com or find us over at facebook.com/experiencegrind.
Watch me play games on twitch.tv/experiencegrind.
We really like money. We really like money. We really like money. You should give us your money.
Find us on Patreon. Just search for Experience Grind Podcast.
Email us at experiencegrindpodcast@gmail.com. It's current year.
Follow us if you like butt stuff.